Okay, gonna show you how to get up to the surface. I have this area kind of marked as my meet spot when a player named Bob showed me how to get up here. That's where we're going. Um, we have to basically be up there at 5. So I'm just gonna show you this. I do recommend making it so you don't have to hold your H key down. So you wanna set this to toggle so you can see the time of day in the top left there. It says 4:10 right now. So basically to do that, you go to settings, you go to UI, scroll all the way down, toggle extended HUD info, make sure that's on. Now we're going to go ahead and run to the surface basically. I recommend dropping off any extra gear you have. We're mostly just going up there to get elemental. So right now it's really dark. I'm going to turn on my light pet so I can at least kind of see what's going on here. And I'm also going to click that so I can see it. We're just gonna kind of follow the river. I think I waited too long. I've never timed how long it takes me to go there, so we'll see, I guess. The reason I'm on a Ravager, Ravagers can have a really high weight. This one, as you can see on the right side of my screen, is only, well, I guess it doesn't show the max on the right side of the screen, so I'll show you that later when I'm not kind of rushing. We have to kind of follow up along this north part of the river here. Sorry, throat's kind of bugging me today. But yep, we're just gonna kind of follow this river. Actually, I suppose I should be on the left side. I didn't pre-run this to figure out, oh, I want to be on this side, that side. I'm just kind of showing you how I would do it. Somebody must be trapping a Spino or something. But this is a pretty easy run. As I said, the reason you use a Ravager, high weight limit, like I got 1.7k weight. I think it's something like 20 something base points in weight and then 20 something level ups. So I didn't go crazy, but you want a good weight dino to go up there to get elemental ore. We're just gonna keep following this. At least until somebody's big old gates block me off. Always a lot of that on official. This is official, of course. Just gonna keep following this. Well, basically, you could use a Pyromane for this too if you leveled like the Pyromane's weight. Though I think Ravager gets way better weight. I don't think Ravager gets any sort of resource reduction on oh yeah, see, I'm already supposed to be there, but we still got 1,000 meters. I should have left earlier. So my trip up there is gonna be really short. We're supposed to be there at like 5:30. Like right now, when you hear this music change like this, that's when you're technically supposed to be at the surface spot. But I'm running a little bit behind. I've never really timed how long it would take me, so I guess this is going to be a learning lesson for me. We'll figure out exactly how long it takes. But we've just been kind of following the river, and then once we get to this part, we just kind of go up this hill here. At least I think. I've only done this a few times, so we'll see. I think we hook a left? Yeah, we hook a left. So as long as you follow this and go to like these stone crossings, I think somebody's bringing a rock trick over here. I hear that wind. Ravager's got to take a poop. We're a little bit behind. We should already be up on that surface. Kind of wasted a lot of time. Granted, I didn't intend on doing this run today, but because my buddy Test wasn't so sure about going up there, I decided I'd go ahead and make this video to kind of show off going up on the surface with a Ravager. Somebody's already got some nice stuff over here to make this nice and simple for us. We just follow this back. I got my light pet on right now. We don't even really need a light pet, but it can be really dark over here, so it's just easier to bring one with you. There are mushrooms that you could possibly step on over here that that'll mess you up a little bit. So hazmat suit is always useful, as per usual. Now I suppose the easiest way to do this would probably be to take like this thing right here. I don't know if I can use this. Like it certainly isn't letting me. Yeah. So if you use this, you can just go straight up here. That's easier than trying to climb up this thing. Normally I just go up that, but I mean this will help too, I suppose. Ravagers don't really take fall damage, but yeah. Right now, the surface is fine. The only thing you have to watch out up here for is the Seekers, which it would help if we turned off our late pet. Be very helpful. So once we're up here, you can see on the time at the top left it says 6:36. We have until about, I think it's 11:15 or something like that. We have that long. But there's all kinds of elemental ore up here. This is very easy to farm. You don't even have to get off your Ravager to do this. Just bring a pick. You can see we're getting a nice chunk of elemental ore. You could bring an Anki up here, but you know, Anki's kind of move slow, and I guess you could bring it up with a Zeppelin, maybe. I don't know. I've never considered trying that. But you're perfectly safe up here. The Seekers aren't really too big of a deal. It's almost 7 in game. We got until I usually start dipping out at like 10:30. We'll go ahead and transfer this, eject the stone. Guess we can keep the metal for right now. I think we got weight reduction on that. But yeah, this is literally all it is. Coming up here is relatively easy. The only thing you do have to keep a mental note on is that that green charge station right there. Yeah, that's kind of where you need to look for. Like usually I'd recommend setting like a rally point, like right back here somewhere. That way you know which direction that is. So if you start wandering around down here, you might get a little bit lost, and that's not good for you. Especially like look at all this metal elemental ore over here. Sheesh. So we'll just gather this. Now if you had an Anki up here, that'd probably be ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and jump. And we're just gonna keep swinging. I recommend bringing like 2 pickaxes with you if you're gonna come up here on a Ravager like this. Now at like 11:15, you don't want to be on this surface. You're gonna get scorched. So 10:30, you should start booking it back. Make sure you bring a little food and water with you just in case. Don't swing for so long that you get knocked out or anything like that. As tempting as it is. Yeah, you can just do this right off the back of your Ravager. Nice and easy. Pretty relaxing. I'm basically just going to show you up until the point where I have to run away. So this will be a little bit of a lengthy video, but we'll upload it. Got a little bit more elemental ore right here. Again, nice and easy, pretty relaxed. You don't have too much to worry about up here. You're not gonna get attacked by anything. Oh, I did forget to mention. So there's only certain times of the day that you should be coming up here. Let's go ahead and eject this stone. We don't really need the stone. We can hold on to everything else. There's only certain times of the day you should be coming up here, realistically. And only on certain days. So Aberration has a cycle. So the cycle is basically 10 days long. So when you look at the day, so right now it's day 408, right? On any day that ends with 7, 8, 9, those are going to be 10% day, 90% night. These are the days that you want to come up here. So when the day ends in 7, 8, or 9, those are the days, the 10% day, 90% night. Those are the days you want to come up. Between 5:30 and like I think it's 11:15. Like you don't want to go out on the surface before 5:30. You'll get scorched, and you don't want to stay longer. Actually, I think you don't want to go out before 5:30 because if I remember right, you I don't remember if the sun's already up at that hour, but it's either nighttime and the reapers are out, or it's considered daytime, but the sun isn't out quite yet. In this scenario, it's considered daytime, but the sun's not out yet. Right? That big old moon. So we're gonna go ahead, get rid of this stuff. We got a little bit more. We're just gonna keep gathering till we run out of time here. Now, if you have a better pickaxe than me, you'll definitely get way more material than I'll be getting. I only have 100% melee, so I don't have anything special. And my pickaxe that I've been using, the one that's on number 2, that's a pretty weak pickaxe. Now, most of these seekers shouldn't aggro on you unless you have a light pet. You get close to them, they'll aggro on you though. Sometimes you gotta wiggle around a little bit to hit the metal nodes. Or elemental nodes. And I believe 1 hour, like 1 hour of daytime here in the top left corner, I believe that's just 5 minutes in real life. So between 10 and 11, that's 5 minutes. From this point, you probably don't need 5 minutes to run back to the spot. But like I said, this is super safe. You don't have to worry too much up here. You got a Ravager, even if Ravager. I always like to add an N to that. Ravager. Even if you do aggro a seeker, you could probably just kill it, or you can just run away. So this, I believe, is technically considered a bug with the day and night cycles. At some point in time, this will probably change. But for right now, it's 100% safe to come up here. on days that are 10% day, 90% night, between the hours of like 5:30 in game and 11:15 or something like that. Oh no, it's something like that. All right, I'm getting a little bit heavy here, so we're gonna eject these. We're gonna keep this stuff. That lowers my weight some. We've got a nice chunk of elemental ore. No, it's 10:06, so we basically got like a little over 5 minutes to go back. So I'm just gonna look around for anything that's kind of close that's elemental ore. I haven't fully explored this area. I always just go to the same couple locations over there and hit those up. But there are stuff like our stuff. There is stuff like obsidian up here and oil up here. So you can get a bit of a few different resources. You can grab a little oil if you want, a little obsidian. There's probably crystal up here. I haven't scouted around too much. I forget what these bones give you. I think these bones give something. I forget though. I don't know what these give. I think this is just more oil. Yeah, that's just more oil. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting out of here. We don't really want to be hanging around. I'll get a little bit more oil though. Don't necessarily need the oil right at this point. You can see it's starting to get funky out here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, hop out of here. There's still time. You don't have to be out of here until like 11. See, there's a zip line over here. Oh, somebody's got a base built up there? That's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna chill here for a moment. Um, we'll see the surface melt, basically. That's gonna happen pretty soon here. So this is a little bit of a hop. We're just gonna chill here for a moment. And I think it's just 11:15. I think at 11:15 is when this scorches. But yeah, as you can see, we got a good chunk of elemental ore. Like each one of these stacks is like 5 crafts. So there you go. It's surface is turned into lava. You're safe at this point. You're also safe like right over there. So yeah, you don't want to be out there right now. You get scorched. But yeah, that's literally all there is to it. It's pretty safe. You don't have to wander too far out to get the elemental ore. And as you can see, I got like 84 oil, some metal, some elemental ore. I mean, each one of these is 5 crafts. That's like 15 element each. So, yeah, it's not bad. All right. Well, yeah, I think that's all you need to see. You can jump back down and head on out. Hope that helps you guys. Peace.